Did Congresswoman Ilhan Omar steal the election? Well, before you start protesting, wait a minute. She won against her Republican contender by 75% to 25%. There is no way she needed to even steal the election. Yes, I give you that in the Democrat versus Republican contest, she won very handily. However, what about the primary? In primary, she had a very, very close call against a former city council member, Dawn Samuels. And this is where the plot thickens. And I'm going to show you a slide deck that will give you an idea of what they did to win the primary. So this is where it gets very interesting. I'm asking a straight question to Ilhan Omar. Did you steal the election? Why do I say that? I'm going to show you a video about 2 minutes long, which has been done by Project 𝗣𝗽𝗼𝗂𝘅, and that will tell you how many people they talked to and what they found out about various races in Minneapolis. One of them is Ilhan Omar's primaries as well as final. On the 20th of October, Ilhan was seen screaming at President Biden. She had said that Israel had dropped more bombs on Gaza in the last 10 days than the US did across an entire year in Afghanistan. So far, President Biden has been ignoring her taunts and rants and so on and so forth. Now you saw that a couple of days ago, 𝗤𝙑 𝗤𝙗𝘅 made a huge ruckus, and now it looks like the Congress might actually censor her for her act, if not worse. We have to wait and see how. That's a fight between Marjorie Taylor Greene and the squad. She's one person taking on all these people. I'm not taking sides here. I'm just telling you what is happening. This is the first topic that I'm going to talk about. The second topic that I'm going to talk about is the number of US sites that are being attacked so far, whether it is Houthis or the Iraqi militants or somebody else. About 40 places have been attacked in the last, since October 7th. So a lot of things happening there. So first, please like this video, and I'll first show you the video that talks about how ballot harvesting has been done. And by the way, it was not just her. Here is the other interesting thing. There is a book that Straight Arrow News contributor Ben Weingarten has written. Again, all these things, everything, you have multiple links that are there in the description section. Feel free to go through them to get a better in-depth understanding of what's going on. He says, in researching my book, I also came to learn that Somali Americans in her congressional district claimed they faced threats to life and limb from Omar-tied goons for speaking out about her. One source whom I met would only do so in public locations where there was visible security for the source's safety. Were we talking about a mob boss or a congresswoman here? This is about Ilhan Omar. There is this other gentleman by the name of Jamal Usman, a Minneapolis City Council member, against whom also there have been allegations about ballot harvesting. Here we go. Take a look at this video, and then we'll continue with this slide deck.
James O'Keefe here, downtown Minneapolis at the scene of the crime. The person you're about to meet, 𝗤𝗏𝗼𝗂𝗍 Mohammed, aka King 𝗤𝗏𝗼 I, boasts about the hundreds of absentee ballots in his car.
Numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie. Wajida gaarigayga waa buuxaa. Waxaas waa absent ballot salka yaala. Soo ma jeedid. Fiiri, waxaas oo dhan soo ma jeedid. Waa buuxaa gaarigayga. Waa buuxaa yaala. Waxaas kullu waa Jamal Usman way. Fiiri. 300 clear maanta soo dhacday oo Jamal Usman. Yeah.
There was video. You can see the video. There was a video out and about that he has the ballots in his car.
Right.
And talking about the only way you can win is with money. I was looking at them and they were not filled. They were blank.
Who is the one filling out the absentee ballots?
People who work with like Ilhan Omar.
Where do they pay the money?
The minute we sign the thing, the election, that's what you can pay.
Money is everything. Money is the key in this world. If you ain't got money, you should not be here, period.
Marka odayaasha waa loo codsadaa. Waana laga qaadaa.
At the end of this street,
Yes.
there's 3 towers called Phone Towers.
Okay.
And it's all seniors, and they took every ballot.
Every ballot. They just take them from them.
Every single ballot. They knock on the door and say, your ballots, come give it to me, give it to me.
They don't even pay them for it. They just take it.
No. And the ones that didn't vote on ballots, the young people and the women and stuff, they were paying cash. They were getting bags of money the last 1 week here to drive people. So there's a vested interest, but we are victims of the system. They don't give a shit about any Somali.
2 in the morning, still hustling.
Who is the one filling out the absentee ballots?
People who work with, like Ilhan Omar and other candidates who work for them. They came to us, to our apartments. They tell us that this year you're going to vote for it. You don't go nowhere, you stay home, we will tell you fill out for your absentee ballot. When it comes, we'll come and get it. You just don't go nowhere, you stay here. They fill it for us.
Thank you, Project 𝗣𝗽𝗼𝘅. There you see it. Now, the interesting thing there is they have talked about two candidates, and I have given you the pictures of both Ilhan Omar and Jamal Usman. Now, look at the way they are doing it. They are essentially threatening everyone who would not vote for her to stay home. That one is not coming in the video itself, but you can see the modus operandi. How they take your ballot away and they say, you don't do anything, we'll take care of it for you. And you saw that car, it's full of ballots. Now, remember, guys, in some cases, the primary contest is harder than the final one. It's true in many districts in California also, because it's a Democrat going up against another Democrat. That's a much harder race than a Democrat going against a Republican. So these are things that lead us to believe that Madam Ilhan Omar has added one more reason why she should be kicked out of Congress. The way she and Rashida Tlaib are going, I would not be surprised if the Democrats dump the two of them and start looking for somebody fresh. So that was the first part. The second part is, where have been the attacks on the US military in the Middle East? You've had attacks, 2 attacks in 𝗤𝗪𝗼, 4 in Al-Shaddadi, 3 in mission support. These are all in Syria. Mission support site Euphrates, 3 in mission support site Green Village, and in Lebanon and Beirut there have been some rockets fired, but they have not been aimed at the United States. What else? In Iraq, you have Erbil Air Base, Bashur, Al-Assad Air Base, 13 of them, and 1 on Baghdad Diplomatic Support Center. So you can see that all these are adjoining Iran. Where are the rockets coming from? Are they coming from Iran? Are they coming from Iraq itself? Well, these are the things that the United States is warning Iran and telling them stay out of it. Now, this is the ground advance of the Israeli Defense Forces. This is a day old, so you can see that there was a dotted line at the bottom, path created in the past week from vehicles. That dotted line has now reached the sea, the Mediterranean Sea. So that is completed now. And this is where most of the action is happening. This is the northern Gaza, and the Gaza city itself is completely encircled, and they are going after there now to try and flush out any Hamas militants. This is where things stand today. Interesting days lie ahead. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to click on the bell button for notifications. Namaskar.